So the video forum that I'm doing today is for Elena, and just to jump right in, some of her strengths, in my opinion, probably her biggest strength was listening. She, based on what I was reading, it would be much easier to tell if I was actually seeing her interact with the teacher, but based on what I read, it seemed like she was putting a lot of effort into listening and trying to understand what her teacher was saying. She wasn't always successful in that, but she was definitely listening and trying to understand. Another strength, when she understood the question, she did a really good job of answering the question. She had some sentence structure issues and things like that, but she answered the question in a way that I could understand and that the teacher could understand usually. And she answered it the best she could. You know, she was trying hard to answer the questions, and I liked that. Another strength, she asked for clarification when she didn't understand a word. The word was celebrate. She didn't know what it meant when the teacher said it, so she said celebrate? Like, what does that mean? She could have asked for clarification in a better way. You know, she could have said, can you repeat that, or can you explain that to me, or what does celebrate mean? So she didn't ask in the best way, but she did ask for clarification, which is definitely a good thing. Instead of just skimming over it and ignoring it when she didn't understand something, she asked for help to understand it. So I thought that was good. Some of her weaknesses, her sentence structure, like I said, was not great. She was definitely leaving some words out, and she would skip over some things and just say the words that she knew for sure, which is understandable. You know, if you don't know something for sure, you don't necessarily want to say it out loud. So I get that. Another weakness, her grammar wasn't great. She had a few issues there. And her biggest weakness, I think, was her vocab. For example, the word apron and the word celebrate, she really wasn't sure what either of those things meant, and she really needed those words to be able to have this conversation fluently. You know, she needed to understand those words in order to have this conversation. So the vocab was definitely hindering her in this situation. And to help with that, for my strategy, I chose picture dictation. And so just to explain picture dictation a little bit, the teacher tells a story or a description of something or a procedure, or just anything that happened really that has a sequence of events. And along with that, you give the students pictures. And as you're reading the story, the students take the pictures and they put them in order in which they happened in the story. So they try to figure out what order these things happened in, and they put the pictures that way based on the story you read to them. So that would look something like this. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you what I did on Saturday in the morning. So I'm going to tell you everything I did, and I'm going to give you these pictures that go along with my story. While I'm reading, I want you to try and find the picture that you think matches what I'm saying, and you're going to put all the pictures in order, and you're going to put all the pictures in the order that they happened on my weekend. So my story everything I did this weekend was, first, I got out of bed in the morning. After I got out of bed, I went to the bathroom and brushed my teeth. When I finished brushing my teeth, I called my dog, and I put her leash on her. After her leash was on, we went for a walk. When we got back from our walk, we both took a nap. So that was a pretty simple story. And then I would give the kids pictures, maybe of, like, the first sentence was, I got out of bed, and maybe I would give them a picture of a bed, and then brush my teeth, so maybe I would give them a picture of a toothbrush, and then when I walked my dog, I'd give them a picture of a dog and a leash, and then maybe for a nap, I would give them a picture of a couch or something like that. And the reason I chose this strategy for Elena, I think she already has good listening skills, but this will improve that, because you really have to focus to figure out which order the events are in. And more importantly, in my opinion, it would help her practice her vocab. So like things like brushed my teeth, you know, they might not, depending on what level they're at, they might not understand that. Or leash would be maybe a hard one. Nap, you know, I don't, depending on where they're at, if they would know those words or not. And it would just be good, I think, for her specifically to visualize some of these words and, you know, just connect the word with the picture. Like when she was trying to describe an apron, and even when her teacher said the word apron, she still didn't put that together. So I think something like this would be good for her, just to kind of connect the dots there and connect the word with a picture. I think that would really help improve her vocabulary. So, yep, that's it.